Sometimes even to live is an act of courage. True happiness is to enjoy the present without anxious dependence upon the future, not to amuse ourselves with either hopes or fears, but to rest satisfied with what we have, which is sufficient, for he that is so wants nothing. Greatest blessings of mankind are within us and within our reach. A wise man is content with his lot, whatever it may be, without wishing for what he has not. Luck is what happens when preparation meets opportunity. We suffer more often in imagination than in reality. Non est ad astra mollis aeteris via. There is no easy way from the earth to the stars. All cruelty springs from weakness. Religion is regarded by the common people as true, by the wise as false, and by rulers as useful. Difficulties strengthen the mind, as labor does the body. You act like mortals in all that you fear, and like immortals in all that you desire. As is a tale, so is life. Not how long it is, but how good it is what matters. But man knows not to which port he sails, no wind is favorable. Hang on to your youthful enthusiasms. You'll be able to use them better when you're older. It is not the man who has too little, the man who craves more, that is poor. It is the power of the mind to be unconquered. The time will come when diligent research over long periods will bring to light things which now lie hidden. A single lifetime, even though entirely devoted to the sky, would not be enough for the investigation of so vast a subject. And so this knowledge will be unfolded only through long successive ages. There will come a time when our descendants will be amazed that we did not know things that are so plain to them. Many discoveries are reserved for ages still to come, when memory of us will have been effaced. It is not that we have so little time, but that we lose so much. The life we receive is not short, but we make it so. We are not ill-provided, but use what we have wastefully. If you really want to escape the things that harass you, what you're needing is not to be in a different place, but to be a different person. Begin at once to live, and count each separate day as a separate life. Until we have begun to go without them, we fail to realize how unnecessary many things are. We've been using them not because we needed them, but because we had them. He who is brave is free. What need is there to weep over parts of life? The whole of it calls for tears. No man was ever wise by chance. They lose the day in expectation of the night, and the night in fear of the dawn. Associate with people who are likely to improve you. He suffers more than necessary, who suffers before it is necessary. I shall never be ashamed of citing a bad author if the line is good. Only time can heal what reason cannot. If you live in harmony with nature, you will never be poor. Live according what others think, you will never be rich. Putting things off is the biggest waste of life. It snatches away each day as it comes and denies us the present by promising the future. The greatest obstacle to living is expectancy, which hangs upon tomorrow and loses today. You are arranging what lies in fortune's control and abandoning what lies in yours. What are you looking at? What goal are you straining? All future lies in uncertainty. Live immediately. Enjoy present pleasures in such a way as not to injure future ones. Most powerful is he who has himself in his own power. As long as you live, learning how to live. Life is like a play, not the length, but the excellence of the acting that matters. People are frugal in guarding their personal property, but as soon as it comes to squandering time, they are most wasteful of the one thing in which it is right to be stingy. Wealth is the slave of a wise man, the master of a fool. It is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste a lot of it. Life is long enough, and a sufficiently generous amount has been given to us for the highest achievements, if it were all well invested. But when it is wasted in heedless luxury and spent on no good activity, we are forced at last by death's final constraint to realize that it has passed away before we knew it was passing. Though it is, we are not given a short life. We make it short. We are not ill-supplied but wasteful of it. Life is long. We know how to use it. The sun also shines on the wicked. Where all the geniuses of history focus on this single theme, they could never fully express their bafflement, the darkness of the human mind. No person would give up even an inch of their estate, and the slightest dispute with a neighbor can mean hell to pay. Yet we easily let others encroach on our lives. Worse, often pave the way for those who will take it over. No person hands out their money to passers-by, but to how many do each of us hand out our lives? We're tight-fisted with property and money. Think too little of wasting time, the one thing about which we should all be the toughest misers. Every new beginning comes from some other beginning's end. Often a very old man has no other proof of his long life than his age. Leisure without books is death, and burial of a man alive. A sword never kills anybody. It is a tool in the killer's hand.